On January 8, 2005, deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, the crew of the USS San Francisco, a Los Angeles-class nuclear attack submarine, was cruising at flank speed. Everything was routine. Then, in an instant, chaos. The 7,000-ton submarine, traveling at over 30 knots, slammed into an immovable object. The deceleration was so violent it threw sailors across compartments like ragdolls. What they had hit was a massive, uncharted mountain rising from the seabed, a ghost on their navigation charts. This is the incredible story of the USS San Francisco's collision, a tale of catastrophic failure, astounding survival, and engineering resilience that changed the U.S. Navy forever. The USS San Francisco, or SSN 711, was a pinnacle of Cold War engineering. At 360 feet long, powered by a nuclear reactor, it was designed to be a silent hunter, a master of the deep. But on that day, about 360 miles southeast of Guam, its incredible speed became its greatest enemy. The impact was catastrophic. The entire front of the submarine, the bow section containing the massive sonar sphere and forward ballast tanks, was crushed inward, obliterated as if it had hit a concrete wall. The force was immense. Of the 137 crew members aboard, nearly 100 were injured, some with broken bones, lacerations, and severe trauma. Tragically, Machinist's mate second class Joseph Ashley sustained fatal head injuries and passed away the next day. The crew was battered, the boat was crippled, and they were hundreds of feet beneath the waves. The first critical question was survival. Had the pressure hull been breached? This is the inner super-strong cylinder that protects the crew and the reactor from the crushing weight of the ocean. A single crack could mean everyone aboard was lost. Incredibly, despite the forward section being utterly demolished, the pressure hull held. The nuclear reactor, located in the rear half of the sub, remained secure and fully operational. The main propulsion systems were also undamaged. This was no accident. It was a testament to the layered, defense-in-depth design philosophy of nuclear submarines, where the most critical components are shielded by multiple layers of steel and structural bulkheads. The submarine was grievously wounded, but its heart was still beating. With the forward ballast tanks destroyed, controlling the submarine's depth was a nightmare. The crew, despite their injuries, leaped into action, relying on years of intense training. After what must have felt like an eternity, the USS San Francisco broke through the waves. The sight that greeted them was horrifying. The bow was mangled beyond recognition, peeled back and buckled. But they were alive, and they were on the surface. With their propulsion intact, the crew began the slow, arduous journey back to port in Guam under their own power. Their damage control efforts were nothing short of heroic, preventing further flooding and stabilizing the vessel for the trip home. The world watched as the crippled submarine limped into port, its survival a miracle of engineering and sheer human will. So, how could this possibly happen? The official Navy investigation pointed to a cascade of failures. The primary culprit was a single devastating fact: the undersea mountain they struck simply wasn't on their charts. The charts they were using for this high-speed transit were outdated and lacked the detailed bathymetric data required for safe navigation. The area was, in essence, a blind spot. The investigation also found procedural errors. The crew's voyage planning had not adequately accounted for the risks of traveling at high speed in poorly mapped waters. There was an over-reliance on the accuracy of their charts, and the safety margins for depth were insufficient. It was a systemic failure that highlighted a critical vulnerability in submarine operations. The ocean is vast, and its floor is still largely a mystery. This incident was a brutal reminder that what you can't see can, in fact, kill you. Once the San Francisco was safely in Guam, the next challenge was immense. How do you repair a submarine with its entire face smashed in? Building a new bow section from scratch would be incredibly expensive and take years. The Navy needed a faster, more innovative solution. They found it in the form of a sister ship, the USS Honolulu, which was nearing the end of its service life and scheduled for decommissioning. In an unprecedented move, the Navy decided to perform a bow transplant. They carefully cut the entire 100-tune bow section off the USS Honolulu and transported it to the Pearl Harbor Naval Shipyard. There, they surgically removed the destroyed bow of the San Francisco and grafted the Honolulu bow in its place. This complex procedure, a first of its kind, was a marvel of naval engineering. It not only saved billions of dollars, but also got the San Francisco back into the fleet years ahead of schedule. The Submarine, now a hybrid of two vessels, would go on to successfully complete its service. The legacy of the USS San Francisco collision is written in the Navy's safety protocols. The incident became a defining case study, forcing a complete overhaul of navigation procedures. The Navy now mandates much stricter verification of nautical charts and imposes speed restrictions when transiting. In areas with uncertain seabed data, there's a renewed emphasis on collecting accurate, high-resolution bathymetric maps of operational areas. Furthermore, the incident provided a brutal but invaluable real-world test of submarine design. It proved that the Los Angeles-class pressure hull could withstand forces far beyond what it was designed for. It validated the compartmentalization and the protection surrounding the nuclear reactor. Damage control training was also enhanced, incorporating lessons learned from the crew's heroic response to prepare future submariners for the worst-case scenario. The story of the USS San Francisco is a powerful lesson in humility and resilience. It's a somber tribute to Machinist's mate, Joseph Ashley, who made the ultimate sacrifice, and a testament to the bravery of a crew that faced disaster and brought their ship home. The incident revealed critical flaws in procedure, but also showcased the incredible strength of the Submarine's design and the unbreakable spirit of its sailors. It proved that even in an age of advanced technology, the dark, silent depths of the ocean still hold dangers that demand our utmost respect and vigilance. The ocean is unforgiving, but the will to survive, innovate, and learn from tragedy is one of humanity's greatest strengths. Thank you so much for watching. This story is a powerful reminder of the risks our service members face every day. If you found this analysis interesting, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into military history and technology. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.